Hello everyone, Blasphemy here. As you can tell, I'm a bit sick, but that won't stop me from making epic YouTube videos, yeah. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to make cool, pictures in Catalog Avatar Creator. I'll be going through it's sort of step by step, but it's more so just teaching you how to do it. So you could just go right into a public server, but I like to go into a private server because it's a lot easier. So they're free, so you can just create private server, make a server name, whatever you want, and click buy now. I already have one, so I can join that one. And then you might be wondering, whoa, a lot's happening. This is weird. Uh, um, but it's fine. I will teach you through the entire thing. Basically, don't worry about anything over here. All of this is stupid. You can reset your avatar sometimes, but I like to use item removal up here. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's just go into the first thing, making avatars. So what you want to do is go up to the very top right, and then here you can see item removal. You want to click that, and then click all, and then if you really want to get rid of certain ones like gear or like classic clothing or accessories, and you can. But I just click all. And then here we have a blank slate. And now we're gonna go up into catalog, the big button here. I don't actually know what stores this. What does store do? Oh, that's like, I don't know what it is. Next we're gonna go into catalog, and then you might be wondering, okay, which one do I press? Press any one of them. It doesn't matter. So one thing you really want to start with is faces. Faces kind of gives your character a vibe, and it gives your character like a feeling. So say let's okay, if we want, you could use a classic face if you're maybe good for like starters. So you could use like this one or something. But I like to go into dynamic. Oh shoot! I like to go into dynamic and then go faceless. Click the first one, and then you wanna and then you wanna click faceless. If you want to favorite something, like if you want to use it for later or you just like the thing, you can click this little star icon and it'll favorite it. And if you want to unfavorite it, you can click it again. But you want to click it and then click try, and then it'll equip it to your avatar. And then you can go into 3D, and then you can get rid of faceless. You can look for a face. So say I want to do it. It might take you a while to find like one you're prominent on using, but you'll find it eventually. Alright, say I want to use this annoyed face. I click it, I click try. If you want to take something off, you click it and then click take off. Or you can use this kind of key down here and you click it and then click remove. That's good for like if you can't find something again, you can just go over here and click remove. So as you can see, you have this little annoyed face. Now I feel like next we should go into clothing. You can use like classic, or you can, yeah, I like to use like classic, all this classic stuff. I like to start with a classic shirt because, and then I'd like to base the pants off of that. It's really based off of your like personal preference of what you want this character to be, what what you would like. All right, let's say this black shirt with gloves. That looks pretty cool. Um, and then you can go into classic pants, and then we can probably get some, yeah, black pants or something. Or maybe if you want like a different thing, you can go like yeah, like this or something. But I'll just go fully black. But yeah, if you're on computer, it's really easy to just equip something by just clicking like at the kind of upper half and like a little bit to the left. So like around right here, you can just go bam, 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 bam. It's really easy if you kind of get into the flow of it, you know. Also in body, you can change your you can change your color. So if I want to be yellow, if I want to be some sort of skin color, then that's fine. If I want to be green, like an alien, or red, like a demon or imp or something, or I just want to be white, you can do whatever. I like to be yellow most of the time, but then you could also change your avatar with the slider up here. So if I want to be pure red, I can go like that. Boom. But like I said, I just like to be yellow most of the time. Next is hair or accessories. So if you want to do hair, you should probably do hair before accessories. I don't like to use hair a lot, but if you wanna see if you're making a yellow character, you can do noob, and then you can find one that is up to your liking. Hair also kind of discerns if your character is male or female. But I'm pretty sure there's also some non-binary or whatever hairstyles. Again, it's basically just whatever fits your vibe. I'm thinking I kind of like this. This little poofy bedhead. Oh yeah, you can also combine hair. So if you like, I actually accidentally did that. So if you like the look of two certain hairstyles, then you can do that, like together. If you can't find something new, like you just put on or you accidentally change your character or whatever, you can press this undo in the upper left corner, and then it'll undo your most recent action. So and then here is accessories. Now, people make a lot of accessories. There's hats, there's different organic things like antennas or ears or horns. There's just entire heads. There's which I mean, here is also a good uh place to find heads and such. But I like to stick to the faces category. There is also a heads category, or yeah, heads category. If you really want like different shaped heads. But I like to stick to faces for now. Anyway, on to accessories. Finally, um, there's different accessories, like I said, such as ties. It sort of really depends on your preferences, but you can go. There's different. Obviously, you can use the scroll wheel to scroll between this. There's different like sections. You can go like a face thing, so you can get like a mustache or some nerdy glasses. Mask. Anyway, I'm probably gonna use something on my front because it's looking kind of bland here. I could also go to clothing, go classic t-shirts, which is a layer over your main shirt. So say if I want to do the classic Roblox, that looks good. So yeah, like I said earlier, it's sort of just going around looking a lot for different stuff, and also some stuff might be R15, so it won't appear on your character if you're using an R5 character or an R6 character. I mean, I think I like this bag here. It looks pretty cool. And then maybe these earbuds. Oh yeah, they look like they're going into the bag. That looks cool. But yeah, as you can see, there's literally probably millions. I don't know if it's millions, but probably hundreds of thousands of avatar items for accessories. It just goes on forever. So I'm sure you'll find the perfect thing for if you just keep looking. Anyway, I think I'm done with this character. So we can click the X and then look at this. If you think you're really done, you can click saved outfits on the right here. And then as you can see, I have all these saved outfits here. You can click the plus icon, and then you can name your outfit. I'll name it something like Harley or something, and you can click save, and then boom, look at that. If you want to save it in a folder, you can click this little folder icon, and do I just do tutorial. This is completely optional. You don't have to do this, and then you can do Harley 2, I guess, and then you can see your tutorial right there. This is Harley 2. Oh yeah, I guess if you want to, I've never deleted folders before, so if you want to delete a folder, you can go to this folder and then click the folder icon on the bottom right. Click delete folder, and then did you click yes? Boom. Oh, there's 2 Harleys. If you want to view information on an avatar or do whatever, you can click it and then click view. And there's all this stuff. There's the cost if you want to buy it. There's which you can click save to Roblox if you want to buy it. There's all your stuff which you can take off, and then you can also update the outfit if you like ever want to change like the face or some sort of anything really. You can click update outfit and it'll say would you like to update the outfit. You can update and it updates it. And if you want to do anything else, you can modify folders, share it, rename it, or delete it, which I am going to delete because I don't need 2 Harleys. Anyway, oh yeah, and then you click wear if you want to wear it, of course. So that's saving, and then to make a cool pose, this part's really all about like cinematography and stuff, which I've been talking a lot. It's sort of up to you, but and then you want to click effects right here, and then click pose editor, and then boom, you just click any part of the body, and you can pose it. You can click rotate to rotate it, or this little arrow to rotate it, and then this 4-way arrow thing to move it. So if you want to go bam, bam. Sadly, there is no undo, so you will have to manually undo your changes, or you can click reset, but that resets like everything. So, but if you wanna say if I wanna, this person looks kind of mad, so I have them in like a mad pose. But then this character kind of, you can click apply to apply, by the way. This character kind of looks like they'd be maybe leaning against something or like standing next to something. So you can go into settings, and then you can drag this around. You can go to environment, and then there's multiple environmental like prefabs you have here. If you really want to change everything, you can go to this first one, and then you can go to terrain material. You can go brick, dirt, or like pathway or whatever, wood, or just nothing at all if you wanna. Yeah, and then there's also different things you can do for like green screens and purple screens, I guess. And if you want to go faster, you can just click the little back arrow and then click player, and then you can go speed, put that up to 100. Just to sort of explore the map, and then you can click the arrow to, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna have this character maybe leaning up against a wall. So you can go in the first person. I actually like to pose them up against something before I start like making the pose. But in this sequence of events, we sort of just made the pose first and then did whatever. But you can also do it that way, or you can do it your own way. A lot of this, like I've been saying the entire time, a lot of this is based off of personal preference and personal way of doing things, such like that. So I think this looks pretty good. Now, how do we make all those cool effects? Well, you can go back to back to settings, and then click this arrow, and then go to camera and lighting. This is where the magic happens. You can click these little round arrows to reset it to its default state. And then one thing that's really good is camera FOV. So you wanna make sure your entire character's in frame, because you want people to see your character, not just the head of your character, unless you want it to be like that, but whatever. And then you can change the saturation if you want it to be more film-like or like dramatic. You can go like maybe half saturation, maybe even black and white. Or you can do a lot more colorful, and like some of the colors like pop out and your character's more colorful, I guess. You can boost up your it's really just fiddling around, seeing what you like. You can boost up your contrast, boost up the exposure. Exposure makes everything a bit brighter, makes blooms more visible. You don't want to go full out on exposure, because that'll just completely be way too bright. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, but you still want to discern the different like details in your avatar. And then you can also change the time if you want to get that cool shadow or something, or make it nighttime. You can go 00. I think like right here looks pretty good. And then you can turn on and off shadows if you like. And then, yeah, that's basically it. We got our little pose here. And then we can click hide UI at the very top next to undo. There's also this more options. What is this? Free cam. Oh my gosh, there's a free cam. You can go in the hide UI, and then if you're on a Windows computer, you can click Shift Windows S to take a screenshot, or whatever screenshot button you have. I don't know, or whatever screenshot method you do use. But then you can take a screenshot of your character. Make sure your character's in view. And then boom, you have a freaking character. If you want to open it, it would most likely be in, oh shoot, your screenshots folder in pictures. And then boom, right here. That's our picture. If you want to edit it further, you can use whatever editing program you like, such as like GIMP or even like Ibis Paint. You can use that, slap on some filters, whatever. But then once you're done, you can show the UI and then go to Effects, Pose Editor, Reset, so you can reset your pose, and then you can go to Settings, reset all of these. It looks so much blander. That's basically it. Like I said, you can edit the photo however, you can add text to it. You can add effects in like Ibis Paint or GIMP. That's mostly what I use, Ibis Paint or GIMP. I use GIMP to add text, Ibis Paint to add different filters and such. And that's really it. So, yeah. Bye-bye.